Okay, we're supposed to use the distance formula to find the equation of a parabola with focus at 0, 4, which is right here, and with the directrix of y equals -4, which is this dotted line right here. And the definition of a parabola is the set of all points in the xy plane, each of which is the same distance from the focus as it is from the directrix. Now, before we see how to use the distance formula to write the equation, let's just look at what's happening. Here is the parabola. I'm not showing the equation yet, but if I move this x sub 1 around right here, x sub 1, f of x sub 1 is a point on the parabola, and what we're saying is that this length of this green segment is always equal to the length of this purple segment, the distance to the directrix. And we can find this green distance by using the distance formula, where x comma y are the coordinates of some point in the plane, 0, 4 the coordinates of the focus. And to find this distance right here, the purple distance, that's just a vertical distance. So it's just the change in y. So the distance from this y coordinate here to the line y equals -4 is y minus a -4, or y plus 4. So if you focus on these two distances, d sub 1 is the green segment, d sub 2 is the vertical segment. Now I don't care where I put x sub 1, those distances are equal. So that point is on the parabola. So how do we represent, or use the distance formula rather, to find the equation of that parabola? Well, the distance from this point xy to the point 0, 4 is the distance formula. The change in x is x minus 0 squared, or just x squared, plus the change in y is y minus 4, the quantity squared. That's this distance right here. If the point is on the parabola, this distance has to be the same. Well, this is the line y equals -4. So as observed earlier, the distance between this point and this line is a perpendicular distance, would be y minus a -4. So this distance must be y minus a -4, or y plus 4. So we got a radical equation. Square both sides, which will remove the radical over here. And while I'm at it, I'm going to expand y minus 4, the quantity squared, using the process for squaring a binomial. And I have to square this side too. I'm solving a radical equation, so I'll square both sides. And conveniently, 16s drop out, the y squareds drop out. I get 16y equals x squared. So y equals 1/16 x squared. And by the way, when you have written the parabola that way, this number right here is equivalent to 1 over 4p, where p is the directed distance from the focus to the vertex. So the parabola does look something like this. And if I solve this equation, I do get p equals 4. That's this distance right here. P is the distance from the focus to the vertex of the parabola. Okay, there you go. Hope that helped. If you have any questions, post a comment.